Bold decision. Corrals urgent news. Envoy Master Falchino has arrived not long ago with a message. The Loprits have determined Meteon's location. The others have been asked to gather at the Rostra. I'll meet you there along with the others. Everyone appears to be present and accounted for. Good. Loprits have deduced the whereabouts of Meteon by means of crystal bequeathed to us by Heidelin herself. Your location is a place far beyond the moon, the farthest reaches of the sea of the stars, the edge of creation. Veritable Ultima Thule. Then how are we to reach it? Luckily for you, I have an equally excellent answer. In theory, with this advanced propulsion system, the moon is capable of delivering you to Ultima Thule. Myriad of other facilities housed within would greatly impede travel throughout the Sea of Stars. Even the Mother Crystal may not possess an aether enough to bear so massive a vessel to our destination and back. If we integrate our hyperhop into your aether burner, should be able to fire things up, jump our way to the end of the universe in no time. Does that mean... Bear in mind, this decision was not made solely at my discretion, with the consent of the Forum. Hearing the Loprits' proposal, the Forum was faced with a grave decision. Commit the Ark to this endeavor would mean abandoning both our plans to evacuate the moon, reset on another star. Needless to say, the proposition invited fierce debate. The Forum was swayed by the simple fact that Heidelin believed you possessed the strength needed to overcome this crisis. The Great Exodus was, after all, a plan of Heidelin's own making. If in the 11th hour she would pre-offer another means by which we may seek salvation, we will be fools to dismiss it out of hand. She indeed sacrificed everything, her very existence, to avert the destruction of this star. Why we have chosen to place our faith in Heidelin, in you. Ark will be made ready for your voyage to Ultima Thule. What of all the people that labored so tirelessly to prepare for the evacuation? They must be furious. I will not be so sure. They have not forgotten your deeds on Magna Glacis. Nor did your instrumental role in orchestrating the delivery of the adamantite go unnoticed. No, people do not protest, quite the contrary. They have expressed unwavering support for you and your mission. Bro, we're getting our Persona 3 moment. Fucking no one's gonna bitch. The Loprits, too, will abandon the Exodus. We not listening to when we said we were born of Heidelin's love for Aetheris and its people? If it means your survival, we'll do anything to help. And you'll most certainly need our expertise where you're going. There's no guarantee Ultima Thule is a place that supports life. An otherwise vexing problem our know-how can remedy. Besides, Heidelin chose us to lead the way to Meteon. Why else would she give you the crystal only we can decipher? More importantly, we're perfectly content to evacuate Aetherius until you brought us here. Now we're enamored with the place, so what choice do we have but to save it? A fucking Urianger. None of this is possible without you and your Scions. One must ask, are you certain you wish to do this? Sure! We'll avert the final days! Whatever it takes! shall inform the forum of your decision and begin preparations to bolster the Ark with the, hyper hop. Alberts will coordinate. His Bard contingent will have the necessary components transported via the Tower of Babel. Take time until the work is complete. For now, pray take your ease. It would seem there's not to do but rest and prepare, shall we? There's gonna be a fuck ton of sequence missions. Just talking to people and saying goodbyes. Ultima Thule translates to Last Island. They don't tell you that, but I thought it was cool. Thank you, Javi. I also think it's pretty fucking cool. I'm like, I gotta get my thumb at a 3/4 angle so people could see that I think it's fucking cool. Must leave nothing undone. Though it is difficult to conceive how one can best prepare brave a domain where Dynamis governs all. Eidolon deemed us worthy of the trials that await. Lack of any other feasible option at this late stage, let us trust her judgment. Face Meteon as we are. Leaves us no small task of coordinating our efforts here to you and Tataru. All goes to plan, we'll be back before you know it. I certainly hope so. We'll be praying for your safe return. Mayhap it'll affect the Dynamis for the better. With that settled, we should get some rest. Make most of the time we've been afforded. Meeting's over, is it? You were in there so long I started to worry. What did they have to say? Yeah, we're gonna do it. We're gonna go beat up Meteon. These hands! Edge of Creation. I see. Everything will remain in order until you return, and you will return. Right, could I borrow you for a moment? Looks like your plans for the interim are decided. When the two of you have finished, meet us back at the Baldessine Annex, alright? Whew. Come with me to the Argora. I have something to show you. My new gear set. Taru's boutique. I've always done my best to provide the Scions with fashionable attire. In your case specifically, I make extra effort to strive for the most functional yet stylish clothes one could ask for. I'm not playing favorites, but you are the warrior of light. Faced with this unprecedented crisis, I knew you would need an ensemble unlike anything I've created before, that I wouldn't be able to do it alone. I've enlisted the aid of the world's finest artisans. I finally completed my career-defining masterpiece. But then inspiration struck. I saw a golden opportunity just begging to be seized. Help with the Thervanian refugees, I decided to set up shop here in Charlian. Of course, I would never charge you for any of the works. Perish the thought. Boss Harud, how are things coming along? Everything's in order, Miss Tataru. We'll be ready to open shortly. Tataru is copying this random player's balls. Which is why I thought to bring you here, to be our very first patron. Would you mind waiting here a moment longer? Okay, I will /wait. Following event cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registrations. Alright, I'll wait for it to open. You can tell who's using mouse and keyboard and using a controller by how close they are to the fucking sparkle on the ground. People just like people who are that close to it are fucking X tapping. People who are that far out are either immediately X tapping or they're mouse clicking. Oh shit. Ritra. Or Vashahan. I imagine Nidhana would also wish to offer her regards. Alas, after delivering our dragon scales to the engineers, she remained to assist with the work on the Aether burner. This simulacrum, too, will stay in Charlian, while I oversee matters in Rajahan. A rather convenient way to keep abreast of the developments pertaining to the final days, or anything else. It also allows me, after a fashion, to watch over my people in this distant land. Vasharhan. Hoping you can stop by. I can't thank you enough for allowing your artisans to work with me at the boutique. It is I who should be thanking you. This establishment has restored a sense of normalcy to their lives. You have blessed them with newfound purpose, and a means by which to support themselves in these troubled times. What's more, when they at last return home to Rajasthan, the experience and knowledge they have gained in your employ will no doubt prove a boon to the artistry and commerce of our land. In fact, I came here to see how your new employees are settling in, and do express my gratitude for granting them this opportunity. It's an opportunity for me as well, believe you me. Your artisans have taught me so much about the Ravanian craftsmanship. Their resourcefulness and ingenuity are nothing short of inspiring. I can't wait to see what kind of wonders they come up with. I pray your every success in your endeavors, Mrs. Tataru. Before coming here, I heard word of the forum's decision of what will soon be attempted. It was only then that I finally understood why my father called this star the last bastion of hope. Indeed, it was the last bastion, for the flame of every other star he had encountered had likely been extinguished. What voice did you give this poor child? I'm trying to think of literally anything at all to distinguish them, because he's a fucking baby and then there's Tataru with the high-pitched voice right next to him. Haven't seen you stream in a while, so I clicked. Then I remembered FF14 and spoilers, so I'm not actually watching and the stream's on mute. Leo Kira, I'm about to fucking ban you. You need to go. This is literally the end of the fucking game. Be gone. Your journey unto the heavens protected by the light. May the scales of my kin serve you well. I have faith you will prevail and restore peace and tranquility to the star. I should like to visit Rajasthan again when this is all over. And we should be honored to receive you. There is still much of Rajasthan you haven't yet to see. Don't worry, little buddy. I'll be there a lot when this is all over. I play this game seriously. Forgive me, but I must take my leave. Fare you well, and remember, people of this star have not yet given up hope, and neither must you. Bye-bye! Bye-bye, Vashahan! Okay, well, who else is gonna show up? Where must I go to get a meal with some flavor in this wasteland of taste? Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who? Shit kid! Oh god, here he comes. I'm not here, I'm not here, I'm not here. Ret, old girl, whatever are you doing here? A new boutique, you say? I had been meaning to expand my wardrobe. Yes, something with a little more flair, perhaps befitting of a man of my station. Though I have nowhere to flaunt said arraignments, so long as my confinement continues indefinitely. The young Lord Fortemps insists that so long as there is work to be done, no matter how trivial, I must abide here in Charlian. Thus do I toil, though every fiber of my being rails against it. Why, I've even suffered the company of that brute Sicard to see supplies transported in a timely fashion. This is how he talks. I'm not making a voice. This is how he talks, bro. Yet he was the one granted leave this morning to participate in some supposed covert operation. So I suffered instead for his likewise welcome absence. Now burdened with extra busy work. And without Honorit here, there is no one to prepare my meals. I came here in the hopes of finding a nice cafe, perhaps. Alas, Charlian delicacies I've sampled here are lacking in every respect. Oh, do I troll him? Oh, do I troll him? Oh, fuck. Oh! Okay, I'll just tell him to go to the last stand. A cafe over on the pier? The cuisine didn't appear all that appetizing, but if you vouch for the cooking, then perhaps I will give it a try. Thank you for your suggestion, and a ta-ta for now, old girl. Why is he the Burger King foot lettuce man? Bro, because he's such a shit kid. Would you listen to the voice actor? I doubt the voice actor did it on accident. I think the voice director's like, this kid just needs to sound like a fucking loser. So I'm like, this kid, anytime I hear his voice actor, I'm like, shut up, shut up, shut up. And that's the fucking first thing that came to mind when I started talking. I'm like, what's the most infuriating thing you've ever heard? Ah, Burger King foot lettuce. Got it. It just started making me laugh. Hancock, what are you still doing here? You said you were going to be returning immediately after dropping off your cargo. Yes, that was my original plan. After all, any expertise required aside from the delivery of goods is well beyond my purview. What manner of entrepreneur would squander an opportunity to study the markets of the northern seas? Worry not. I will return straightways to Kugane once I've finished. Of course you would find a way to turn this crisis to your advantage. She wounds me, the industrious woman running a new boutique. I'm not blind to the travails of those who fight in the front lines to deliver us from ruin. Indeed, I have every confidence they will succeed, and I would make myself and my business ready for their return. If you believe in them so devoutly, why not put your money where your mouth is? Fair enough, Tataru. Fair enough. There is not more I could do to help ready the Ark and her heroes for their maiden voyage. But on your return, I shall host a grand celebration in your honor. Accommodations are quite costly, given their reputation as said establishment. But the East Alinar Trading Company would be honored to foot the bill.
Will there be lemon cakes?
Oh, a woman of taut tastes, I see. Yes, there will be lemon cakes, much, much more. The finest delicacies the world and Lord Lorderito have to offer. Let us speak more of this upon your return, lest I draw even more of Tataru's ire. Until next we meet.
Goodbye, Hancock. I still remember when I did that voice for him back in Stormblood.
Because it was such an obvious fucking thing to do. Unlike a shit kid, he looks like a shit heel. And he fucking loves it too. Ah, Red. Decided to spend your time in the markets, did you? Yeah, 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 yeah. I love the boys! Biggs! Wedge! I take it you'll work on the ox? Proceeds apace? It does. Collaborating with the greatest minds of Charlian and Razat Han has been rewarding experience. That's to say nothing of what we learned from the Loprits. Ark is unlike anything we've ever had the pleasure to work on. Even Nero is rendered speechless on more than one occasion. I can't wait for you to see it. And you'll never guess who paid us a visit before we came to Charlian. Alpha! I think he sensed the coming danger and returned to check on us. He was always one to turn up in the time of need. I suppose that's why he decided to join us here in Charlian. Good thing too. I don't know how he does it. He's a knack for brightening your day just by being there. It's still hard to believe we have the means to send you off to the great expanse, though. To the farthest known reaches of, well, everything. I never thought I'd live to see such marvels, yet here I am. More often than not, you and the Scions are the catalyst that sparks the need for great innovations. To think how much I'd have missed out on had I not been a member of the Ironworks. Awful lot more work, to be fair, and the privilege of being worked like a cod chocobo. Oh. There's that too. As busy as we've been, I wish there was more we could do for you, Rhett. No matter what happens, we have to keep believing for a brighter future. And one filled with even more adventure, or... yeah, no, and one filled with even more adventure. They give the big, goofy thumbs up and do this. But I'm always a big fan of the guts pose. Never give up! When you head back, would you tell the engineers I'll be along shortly with refreshments? Very kind of you, Tataru. They'll be glad to hear it. On that note, Wedge. And I should be going. On that note, Wedge and I should be going. Still a few more supplies to gather before we return. Admit your feelings. Admit your feelings. Admit your feelings. Admit your feelings. Damn it! I hate this game. Terribly sorry for the wait. Right this way, if you please. Oh. Oh. Right, I don't believe you two have been formally introduced. This is Vasaru from Palakistan. No, I remember you. Pleased to meet you. The pleasure is mine. Thanks to Mr. Tataru, I and many of my friends have found gainful employment here in this foreign land. It is only natural to feel fear in the face of calamity. In such times, we must look to one another for the strength and succor. I know not whether we will come to call this place home, or return to Thavnir. We are here today, and glad to have contributed to the cause. And contribute they did by helping me make your new garments as durable as possible. We put our hearts and souls into them, and I have every confidence they'll keep you safe in the battles to come. Smile, nod. Thank you, Tataru. You're the best. Gods, to think how far we've come since our humble beginnings at the Waking Sands. The rising stones, the falling snows, even a certain insufferable someone's ruby passar. You're always fortunate to find some friends along the way. Even when you were swept away to the first, Grahatia was there to grant you sanctuary. I'll never forget the relief I felt when you returned to us. I thought my heart would burst. Yours has been a long, long journey, and I've been privileged to watch often with bated breath as you persevere time and time again. For all the joy we've shared, there's been much sorrow as well. I've long since learned that you can't have one without the other. Tataru just started out as an office clerk. This is so interesting to see her growth, man. Well, I actually, like, unironically call her one of the best characters, because her first fucking cutscene, she's hopping around doing this shit on her table, on her chair. She's standing on a chair doing this shit. And then she sees you and gets really embarrassed. You can be certain I'll be the one to first welcome you back on your return. I flubbed that line, but whatever. In addition to your new ensemble, we have raiments and weaponry for every need. So please, feel free to browse our stock. You may now obtain job-specific gear. The weapons and gear obtained can be equipped at level 89. However, all items will be subject to item level sync. Upon reaching level 90, the corresponding jobs, these items will no longer be synced. Furthermore, the gear can be dyed upon completion of role quest associated with said job. Well, I'm a healer. Gave me my gear set. Friends gathered. Delighted by your patronage, Tataru is ready to send you on your way. Recognize you still got lots to do before you depart. Don't worry, I won't keep you any longer. I realize that. I hope you can find a moment for yourself. The others can as well. They said they would be returning to the Baldessian Annex, but I doubt they stayed for long. We decided to go look for them. I suggest speaking with Cryo first. They would have told her their plans. It was a surprise long in the making, with many, many hours fretting to get everything just right. Glad to see it realized with great success. If you're looking for others, you've already taken their leave. Shall I think her Norianjir has gone to the last stand for a bite to eat. Alice and Graha, meanwhile, thought the time would be better spent poring over books. Numenon. Alphino and Estinian, they have elected to pay a visit to the Levior estate, though Estinian seems somewhat reluctant to go. Seek them out should you feel peckish to the last stand. Alright. Couldn't make a trio or quartet, have you? Please have a seat. See about getting you a drink.
Your business with Tataru was finished.
Hell yeah. I got this new, well, not this new outfit, but a new outfit.
Oh, what a thoughtful surprise. Whatever would we do without her?
Indeed. And she's right, you know. It hasn't been all doom and gloom.
Feels like a lifetime ago that Master Louis Soir gathered us together to form the Circle of Knowing. Since then, we have experienced much. But rather than feeling wiser, the more I learn, the more I find my knowledge lacking.
Forsooth. As a student, vainly did I believe that I held the secrets of creation in my grasp. Yet that which I had seized was but an insignificant sliver of what awaited in the wider world. Every encounter, every experience hath served to open mine eyes, enlightening and humbling me in equal measure. Even from those whom I called enemies have I learned many a valuable lesson.
I learned that
What will we
thine
do?
bitches ain't if loyal. Edge of the universe.
Ultima Thule, where the bringer of the end makes her nest. I, for one, can't possibly imagine.
I mean, I really don't know what this place is even gonna look like. So I literally also cannot imagine.
But whatever awaits us there, we will survive. We must. For her.
Actually, gotta say something inspiring.
Gods, it feels like only yesterday that we went on that mission to Drybone. We've both changed much since then, have we not?
We've come far together, and if we have aught to say about it, we'll go further still. Aye, we will avert this calamity and return home.
Yo, it's the taco.
In preparation for which, we must give thought to what we hope to
Looks like a
achieve
chicken
after
taco.
the proverbial dust has settled.
What with the primals and Ascians all but dealt with, I suppose we'll need to look for new hobbies. In all seriousness, though, in uniting to overcome a common foe, the disparate peoples of the world have found a way forward together. It's a truly gratifying sight to see.
Indeed. Though it was many years in the making, we have successfully set in motion the gears of fundamental change.
Yeah, I don't know what's
With
next.
this, we have fulfilled our humble role as a symbol of hope. And I dare say it is time to bow out. After all, there is no shortage of hands to bear the torch in our stead.
You know, I never really considered I might live long enough to see an after. But even if my time as a scion came to an end, I don't expect that much would change. Traveling the world, going wherever the wind blows, lending a hand to those in need.
A journey for journey's sake. It doth suit thee well. I must confess I too have yearned to see more of the world. If thou art amenable to the suggestion, I would accompany thee. Mine ability to affect an air of normalcy through artful disguise is much improved, thou must concede.
Aye, well, improvement is relative. You still look suspicious no matter what you wear.
Like, Rhett, Yashala.
What of you, Ishtola? Any grand plans?
Why, continue my quest for knowledge, naturally. To begin with, I wish to know the state of the reflections, to which end I must find a means to travel between worlds. 'Tis the least I must do if I am to keep my promise.
Actually gonna uphold your fucking promise to Runar.
Should my pursuits prove unduly arduous, I won't hesitate to call on you. And in return, I will take you to see Reen one day. I'm sure you cannot wait to see the fine young woman she has become.
Spare me.
And what of thee? What wouldst thou pursue at duty's end?
Here's yours. My apologies for the wait.
Well, Shall we make a toast?
I was hoping they would actually make me answer that. I have an idea of what I would
To victory.
like.
To our comrades.
To the future of the star.
I have an idea as to what I would say Rhett would do. Past story. But they're not going to do that because there's still more for the character to do. Like, in-game. As long as the game keeps going, character doesn't see an ending. But it's like, in my mind, I always know what I want the ending to be for a character that I make. Nice little cutscene.
Oh. Knowing them, they're probably dreaming about the celestial adventures to come. Just as well. They've been running themselves ragged of late. Unlike you and the others, I'm a few steps removed from the danger and excitement. The things you all get up to never failed to impress me. But by the same token, I can't help but worry. Not only for your safety, but for your happiness. After everything you've sacrificed, you earned it 1,000 times over. From the simple pleasures of tucking into a hearty meal or collapsing into a comfortable bed, to the grand triumphs of visiting legendary lands or finding true love. You deserve all the joy in the world. There is so much that life has to offer, so much to be treasured and shared with those we hold dear. So promise me this. Come what may, you won't give up on your own happiness. When you're out there fighting tooth and nail, it's all too easy to forget. But in the end, your passions will be your greatest strength of all. Remember that.
Yeah, okay.
This feels familiar. Well, 'tis good to be... wait. What am I... Gods, don't tell me I fell asleep.
Not that there's any shame in it, but you were sleeping like babies.
Oh, how embarrassing.
Not a word to anyone. Understood? Not one word.
I'm told that sleeping in proper beds of your own choosing is a much more effective way to prepare for battle.
Oh no.
So, what were the two of you doing here?
I had a few books to return to the library. Thought I'd take care of it while I could.
And you?
Enjoying a little peace and quiet. That's a nice little cutscene. Doesn't need to be bombastic or have them say very much. Especially since they're the younger crowd of the party. I definitely know that after everything, those three, Ystil, Thancred, and Urianger are more likely to retire from the Scions. Will they? Remains to be seen. Oh my god, it's standing in day clothes. Got a trick knife.
Oh. What brings you here?
Oh, you know, just trying to see everyone's conversation paths.
Ah, so you were worried that the Levier household might again be gripped by turmoil. All is well, I assure you. In my letters home, I had made mention of Estinian, you see. My mother wished to meet the legend in person, and so we arranged to have a spot of tea together.
Where were you in my hour of need? Fell beasts I can face, but I'm not made for idle chit-chat with lords and ladies.
What'll
Well,
it be,
I for
compadre?
one thought you held your own. Mother was the picture of delight.
I might have been delighted myself, were we in a tavern with more agreeable drink.
Oh no, don't drink the alky in front of his, Alphino.
I'd never hear the end of it, least of all from Tataru.
I'm sorry. 'Twas not my intent to cause you such distress. It's just... It was one of the things I didn't want to leave undone ere we set forth. That's not to say I think we won't be returning. Yet, given what lies ahead, I did not wish to leave for later that which I could do today. After all,
It's true.
tomorrow is never promised.
Tomorrow's never promised.
It's fine. Not like I had better things to do.
You really also didn't.
Besides, seeing you with your mother brought back fond memories of my own. Be we rich or poor, family is family. Well, it's past time we were on our way.
Wait! Since I left home, I've made a great many mistakes. Mistakes for which I can never make amends. But through it all, you didn't give up on me. To have returned here with you at my side, it means more to me than you know.
Of course, you were Alphino. You were baby. Someone had to teach you how to walk.
From the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, but it needed to be said.
I'm the one who owes you thanks. Were it not for you, I would not be alive today, nor come to terms with Nidhogg's spirit. I am ever grateful.
Gotta thank you both as well.
Well, we needn't make it a competition. You know, this must be what Heidelin meant when she spoke about depending on one another. However treacherous the road before us, together we will prevail.
Wait, we fought against Heidelin. That was Heidelin.
Imagine just one of the Scions like, wait a minute, guys. I lost track of what was happening. That was Heidelin. That night at the Royal Mangerie in Alamigo.
Xenos?
You will never get what you want. Not even the battle you pine for so dearly.
What's about to happen?
In that transcendent moment, what was it that I sought in you? And what was it that you sought in me?
And thus it dawns the day of reckoning.
How often have we thus assembled? To combine our knowledge and seek solutions to the problems before us.
Back at the Waking Sands, it was all we could do to address the most minor of troubles. Who could have realized what we'd find when we began to look to the sources of the realm's woes?
At the Rising Stones, we made great strides and shared many moments, from the joyous to the sorrowful.
We've had occasion to call other places home too. Be it Ishgard or Kugane, we were fortunate to find sanctuary wherein we might take stock and continue our fight.
I was honored to host this company in the Crystarium, to stand with you all as we confronted the truth of the star itself.
And now from this place, we go to fight the most important battle of all. The Forum has sent word. The Ark is ready. The Loporrits naturally will be commanding the vessel.
Okay.
They will see the 8 of you to Ultima Thule.
Quite right. I think I'm gonna change out the
Upon arriving,
glasses.
your objective is to find and vanquish Meteon. As a final formality, the Forum bade me ascertain your resolve. So, are you certain you wish to do this?
We are.
Then, ere you report to Thalmasane, I leave you with these words. You must triumph. What that means will differ for each of you. To make it back home, or to simply avert doom, or perhaps something else altogether. Yet whatever it is that drives you, I have faith in its power to see you through. So please, triumph. Triumph, as we who remain behind believe you will.
Let us be off then.
Wait! Both Kryl and I will be there to see you off, but as your receptionist, I feel I need to say this here.
Mm-hmm.
Safe journey, all of you, and be safe.
You can count on it. This isn't exactly a U2 situation. It's like enjoy your meal. Yeah, you too. Don't exactly say that for this. Okay, I suppose this is where we part ways for now, at least. What did I have the sage words of wisdom to share ere you depart? If the teachings of Gallos Valdesians will suffice. Surrender not to anger or hatred. Look beyond them, and there find true strength. What one sees beyond is open to interpretation, I think. For me, it would be the things I cherish most in life. Things I believe are worth fighting for. Something to consider as you venture onto the Sea of Stars. I'm gonna talk to Alpha and he's gonna queer the shit out of me. Alpha's cheering you on. Miniature model of Omega appears to be staring intently at the Ark. Man is said to fear what he does not know, yet you would venture onto the greatest of unknowns. I say to you, daughter of man, you need not fear. So long as man shares a bond with dragonkind, so too does he share a kinship with the heavens, and the ancient home amidst the stars infinite. I pray you go forth. Prove this bond of ours, tempered and tested. Shall it endure unbroken for thousands years. Aaronville. First the great exodus, now this. Seems there's no end to our work. In truth, it's more than a few gleamers that were distressed to learn the earlier efforts were nothing. It was no easy task convincing them that this new plan was for the best. I'll tell you that. I can't tell you every man believes this is the wisest course. I can say this will all be forgiven if you deliver us from the coming doom. If you don't, well, at least you won't get the earful I certainly will. It's troubling enough that the brute Sicard left without warning, leaving me to carry all those cumbersome containers. But that he failed to send you off is absurd. What could possibly be more deserving of his attention at a time like this? Hoary Boulder's here! This is a big! I love you, Hoary Boulder! Though a few of the Scions couldn't be here, they wanted me to tell you that no matter what calamity may befall us, it will never give up. Neither should you. No matter how far you may go, we will be with you in spirit. No matter how dark it may seem, your light will shine and endure.
No easy thing to say, leave the star to us. But we must. We will. Proud members of the Scions, we have a duty to uphold. We need to do so alone. Those dark days when we're driven from the Rising Stones and hunted as traitors are things of the past. We have allies in abundance now, which is to say, you don't need to worry about us. Go forth in the knowledge that the Scions will labor without rest in your absence.
Oh, I love these two. I'm glad they get a final word here. Mr. Scryle telling me your investigations into theories on Akasha and its relation to the final days has made clear the sources of our woes. I'm elated to know my work had some benefit, but I could not have shared it with you if you had not rescued me from the tower that day. I yet owe you my great debt. One I may never fully repay. Never fully repay, but I shall try nonetheless. Not only through my research, but through my desire to see you succeed, which I believe may influence the Akasha in our favor. Small though the effect may be, yes, so long as we have hope, there's a chance we may influence the outcome of this calamity. Dun 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 dun. Ha! I'm glad.
All present and accounted for? Good. As you will have heard, the Ark is ready. All that remains is to board.
Be on your way.
Be on your way.
I've seen my fair share of tight schedules, but this was bloody murder. But we did it. We finished the ship. It's safe, fit for purpose, and looks good to boot. Aye, it's a Garland through and through.
Garland, this is a Charlian, you fucks!
I really don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you for everything.
Don't mention it. Ever since that episode with Omega, I've been toying with the idea of star-faring vessels. And as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. We've learned a lot, let me tell you.
I was like, you talking about me?
In case you're wondering about payment, the ongoing existence of the world ought to do. But feel free to throw in a colorful recounting of your journey on your return. So, have you thought of a name?
A name? Wasn't everyone just calling it Father's teeny tiny toy boat?
Stop calling it that!
Seeing as its purpose has changed, I thought a more eloquent name was in order. I suggested as much to Fortuno, who seemed quite amenable to the idea.
Yes?
As you know, this vessel is the culmination of heretofore unprecedented collaboration. And though said collaboration is owed to the Scions, there is another whose noble deeds made our work possible. From a fragment of Dalamud, we obtained not only advanced materials such as refined adamantite, but the knowledge to traverse the stars. And this fragment would not have found its way to us had the Archon Louisois not fought to protect this world. And in so doing, laid down his life.
So we're calling it.
Now that the vessel stands complete, I cannot help but wonder if it was more than mere happenstance. If it was my father's intention to guide us here. in the hopes that his guidance will see you all safely home. I name the vessel after that self-same fragment of Dalamud he delivered unto us. The starship Ragnarok.
That's excellent. I love that.
Sorry for the wait. I got everyone you asked for, and not a one less.
Every beast tribe.
What are you all doing here?
Oh, I invited them. The representatives of those tribes with religious inclinations.
Yeah?
Fine job of readying the Ragnarok, but for it to take flight, we'll of course need the power of the Mother Crystal.
Yeah?
Given its immense size, however, transporting it would be an absolute logistical nightmare. Not to mention we'd need to shatter it into tiny shards for feeding to the engines. But a brilliant idea came to me. We convert the crystal's energy into forms that can transport themselves!
Thou wouldst employ summoning, or should I say its precursor, creation magics.
Care to explain for our benefit?
As you may have witnessed at Bestway's Burrow, the Loporrits are capable of creation magics, which they use to shape the moon's environment. Yet simple though they make it seem, 'tis a highly advanced and exacting art. To perform it correctly requireth that the wielder holdeth the object in his mind's eye in clearest detail.
Hence the ancients' meticulous management of concepts.
Drawing upon this art, the Scions conceived of summoning as we know it. A derivative that replaceth the complexity of concepts with the simplicity of zealotry to make manifest a creation.
Uh-huh.
I see. By combining the Loporrits' magics and the tribe's faith, we convert the Mother Crystal into primals of purer form and greater obedience. Summoning as it was intended, one might say.
Oh!
Indeed! Indeed! While Heidelin gave us the ability to use creation magics, she forbade us from using it to make anything possessed of a soul, or similar. She didn't say anything about fulfilling the desires of others, though. So, borrowing our friend's faith, we'll create deities using the Mother Crystal's power and send them to the Ragnarok!
Am I the only one here concerned about the risk of being turned into a tempered minion?
Don't we still have our fucking things?
Oh, right!
Our crystals?
I was getting to that. From what I've read in Charlian tomes, it appears the Scions incorporated an additional nasty element into their summoning method. The fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Beings thus created are instilled with the self-same desire and use their powers to enthrall people, starting with the summoner. In contrast, our creation magics, the original and the best, except no substitutes, don't incorporate any of that rubbish, so there's no risk of tempering. I mean, if the being was on the scale of Zodiac, you might feel a little tug, but I think we'll be safe enough.
Truth be told, I do not understand the intricacies of this plan. But none of us would ever turn our backs on you. When the avatars of our faith ran amok, you intervened without decrying we who birthed them. Where others vilified and suppressed us, you offered understanding, and friendship.
And that's being a true hero.
In gratitude,
No, we vilify the Mogs. They earned it.
true expressions of our gods, not malevolent deities, but benevolent saviors.
Alright, you lot, we're heading to the ethereal sea. Stay in sight, else you're liable to get lost.
And then destroyed.
Lead the way.
Also, if you see Asahi down there, do not interact with him.
May we have a moment? In anticipation of the day man might journey to the stars, we developed these.
Masks. Warding.
Multiple teleportation devices.
Oh.
One for each of you, designed to work in tandem. Press the button on one, and in a matter of moments, all 8 will activate and send their owners back to the Ragnarok. There is no telling what hazards you may encounter. If you find yourself separated or lost, please do not hesitate to use them.
This sounds like some kind of device you would introduce in a multiplayer game to troll each other.
And come back.
Everyone's trying to leave the ship, but they keep just clicking the button and warping everyone back into the ship. Stop it! Stop clicking the button!
Take care.
Looks like everything is in order, so I'll go ahead and board. A few of my fellows will remain to assist with the summonings, but rest assured, the vessel won't want for competent crewing.
If you are ready, then you should board as well. Go, and Godspeed.
Alright. Plan's now looking way more successful and cool and smart with this new set of plans. Upon boarding the Ragnarok, several cutscenes will play in a sequence. Recommended you set aside sufficient time to view these scenes in their entirety.